Hey, welcome back to another episode of Collector's Corner with Corey Smith. That's me, your host here in my Collector's World. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. Or if it's your first episode, thank you for stopping by. Lots to see here, showing off all kinds of pieces from the collection up to number 31 today.
31 flat.
Woohoo! Episode 31, baby! We've been doing this for a minute now. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, all that good stuff if you're down with that.
Just do it, son.
I am back for episode 31 to revisit my Xbox game collection.
I want an Xbox with all the games.
I do love me some original Xbox. I just think that's when, for me, video games just took it to the next level. I mean, the graphics, the playability, the different options in games, storylines, all that good stuff. Woo! Let's get into it, baby. Let's do this thing. First up is an old school console style game. We are talking about Pac-Man World 2.
Hey, you got Pac-Man?
Yeah, that's right, baby. Bringing back the old school Atari figure, the icon, the pop culture icon, video game icon, Pac-Man, and we've updated him now. We're a 3D version. We got a full-on, full-blown Pac-Man. We're just talking, fun, innocent, nothing crazy, nothing too violent, nothing all that, we're going to get into some violence, don't you worry. But right now, we just started off with just something fun. We're talking about a platform gamer. So as you can see here in the pictures, a lot of just running around, grabbing those power pellets, running through all the different sceneries, boom, boom, jumping up, crossing over like bridges and over ravines and stuff, underwater, swimming around, collecting more power pellets. Just a full-on huge world, Pac-Man World. I mean, you're just running around getting stuff. Monsters coming at you. You're having to jump over things. Goes, all that good stuff, yeah.
Pac-Man? They invented Pac-Man?
Woo-wee, baby! So lots of exploring, lots of running around, collecting all your different items, jewels, and coins, and power pellets, and all that good stuff. We got us, there we go, get it on around there. It's a platinum hits, meaning this bad boy was a huge seller. All-time greatest hits of the Xbox console. Nice big old book up in her. Brrr. So yeah, boom, of course it just gives you all the controls and whatnot. Little storyline about what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing. All the different, kind of shows you the different worlds that you can run around in. Gives you a little write-up. Pac Village, the forest, the treetops, snow mountain, lava, blah, blah, blah. Different worlds that you're going to be going exploring, different boards. And then just, gives you a whole, breakdown of all the different items that you're going to be collecting. You're just running around having a good time. And man, for people that grew up in the 80s like I did, that went to the arcade, had the Atari, Pac-Man was the shit. It is such a pop culture icon. So there you go! Started off kind of nice, kind of fun. But let's get in a little bit of more something, serious here. And so next up, we're talking about Far Cry Instincts.
It's a far cry from the farm.
Woohoo, yeah, Far Cry Instincts. Now, the Far Cry is a series of first-person shooters. I couldn't even begin to tell you what number in the series. I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. Anyway, I think 2 maybe? 3? Possibly. I don't know. If you know, comment below. But otherwise, who gives rat's ass? Anyway, Far Cry Instincts. First-person shooter. You're playing this dude, Jack Carver. He's a tour guide kind of guy. Somewhere off the coast of the Philippines, Indonesia, and that sort of general region. But anyway, not important. And he's hired by some chick to take her out to these islands out, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. They get out there. Boom! Somebody blows up the boat, tries to kill him. Jack Carver gets knocked unconscious. He washes up on the shore. He's just like, what the hell happened? The chick is gone. His boat is gone. He's washed up on this shore. And then he's got to explore this island. And so again, just first-person shooter, so you know what you're getting here, you know. But yeah, he wakes up, starts exploring this island, realizes there's a whole band of like mercenaries and killers on this island doing some nefarious shit. And so he starts sneaking and stalking his way through. And you're sneaking through, and if the patrol or the sentries get too close, boom, you can sneak into some bushes, and it'll give you your little meter, and it'll be like, oh, you're undetectable, you're in the dark or whatever, you're hiding. But if you got a little leg sticking out or whatever, somebody will spot you, come up and get you.
It's an enemy sneak attack.
So, you got to fight your way through. Eventually, you're going to get into some other crazy stuff. The storyline goes all kinds of wackadoodle. Oh my God! At one point, you unleash this like inner sort of beast, sort of, I don't know, some kind of like feral monster sort of thing in your body, and you can use that to fucking like boost your abilities, your fighting, your running, your jumping, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, just so then it just turns into crazy action. I mean, you're driving cars, you're jumping shit, four-wheelers, the whole thing, killing, shooting, all the good stuff that you want to do in a first-person shooter, just blowing people away with all kinds of weapons. I mean, all your different vehicles, your boats, inflatable rafts, ATVs. Oh, look at that, you get a butterfly knife. I had a butterfly knife when I was a kid. Dang, wish I still had that. Anyway, all your pistols, machine guns, dang, a whole bunch of stuff. Grenades, the whole deal. Yeah, like I was talking about the feral abilities. This whole thing where you can get these adrenaline boosts. And it'll help you with all kinds of different things. Smell, vision, speed, strength. Oh, yeah. So that's just that's just a whole nother aspect of the game. I mean, this thing would have been badass had you just been running around the jungle killing mercenaries, but dang, they give you this sort of like feral ability, and woo, things go up a notch at that point. Wow, dang. So anyway, just all kinds of good time fun right there, boy. Oh, yeah, look, and it is an only on Xbox game. Can't get no Far Cry's on the old PlayStation. Baby, you had to get the Xbox to be up in a Far Cry world. And I'm on Xbox for life! For life! God damn, these are good games. So we're on to number 3, baby. Number 3, we've got another Platinum Hits. And it is the best driving game ever released on any console of all time. And I'll stand by it every goddamn day of the week, baby. And we're talking about Need for Speed 2. Hot Pursuit 2.
The Need for Speed.
What you got here is the Need for Speed series of driving games, different locales, different scenarios, different setups. This one right here is all about running from the cops. I mean, it still has your full like race course. You can do your different tournaments and stuff, time tournaments. But when you're doing these tournaments, it's not just you versus the other drivers. Like any normal driving game, it's you and whatever, 6, 8, 10, however many other drivers. And you're in the course, whether it be a mountain course or a desert course or on the coast. That's the thing. And, and you're racing everybody else. And, you might be doing some bumping. Robin's racing, baby, just like Days of Thunder. And, this kind of thing. But they took it up a notch. And they have the highway patrol coming in. They'll come in out of nowhere with the speed trap, turning on the lights, throwing the spike strips, crashing into you, trying to do pit maneuvers and spin your ass around. And so not only you got to worry about these other drivers, they're like, dang, I'm trying to win this shit. Oh, here come the smokies. Here come the fuzz.
The Dogger Duo is in hot pursuit.
So yeah, Dream Machines, getaway speeds, open road thrills, supercars, police pursuits. And you can also be the cop. You can do the flipperoo, and you go, you know what? I'll play as the cop, and I'll try to run some racers off the road, and I'll try to stop some street racers from doing their thing. Head-to-head competitions, the whole deal. Just a fantastic driving game. You got the Lambos, the Porsche, the Ferraris, all the best supercars, the Viper, just all of that good stuff. Boom, like I said, Platinum Hits. It's a platinum hit for a reason. Good God, this game is so good. Millions have bought it, millions have played it, and millions have loved it. Still love it. You got the whole book here. breaks it down about how to select, what to look for in selecting a car, some different tactics, different things, tells you what to do if you're going to be playing as the cop. Just the whole deal. Great racing game, love it. If you're into racing games, I suggest you give this bad boy a shot. You will not be disappointed. Woo! But we got 2 games left to cover, and they are both first-person shooters, and they are both updates of old-time classics. First off, we are talking about a re-release / update / new edition, Doom 3.
You're doomed to stay.
Oh my God, the original Doom came out in 1993. Oh, game changer. First-person shooter, monsters. You're on a base on Mars, and some kind of monsters have been unleashed in this giant base, and you're a soldier, a marine, or whatever, and you're there with your machine guns and your different crazy things. Killing monsters! Everybody loves killing monsters. Yeah, so Doom was an original PC game way back in the early 90s, and it was so good. People just fell in love, including myself. I had the old 3, and I had it on the old 3.5-inch hard disk. Put that in the floppy drive. Boom! Play some Doom 3. And so then, they've just been releasing updated versions of Doom over the years. And this here came out early 2000s, Doom 3. Again, first-person shooter. You got your squad that you're with. A lot of running around through these different tunnels, through this base, all this kind of stuff. Crazy-ass just creatures, monsters, aliens, blood. I mean, your guns, you got everything from just a simple pistol or a shotgun to these big crazy-ass, laser sort of energy guns and just rocket launchers. Oh, yeah, just so much going on.
Look at that monster.
But there are monsters coming out everywhere, just trying to get you at every turn. And so let's check out the book. I gotta have my books. If you can go through the trouble of getting a whole case of the disc and all this and put it in your collection, goddamn right I'm gonna have the book up in this motherfucker. And it's like a journal, with blood on it, whatever. It's supposed to be you found this scientist's journal, and he's telling you what's going on, gives you a little introduction to the story. Here's some of your guns that you can use. That's what we're talking about. Doom right there, good first-person shooter. Any old school video gamers out there, any old school gamers from the 90s and beyond have probably played or come across Doom at one point or another. And I gotta have me some Doom in my collection. Damn, if I still had an old school desktop with a 3.5-inch floppy drive, I'd probably find an old school desktop version and pop it in there. So anyway, we're moving on. We got one more Xbox original game. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around. We are finishing up with another old school original PC game from the early 90s. We've got a Wolfenstein. To be exact, we've got Return to Wolfenstein, Castle Wolfenstein, the Tides of War.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
Now, I just got done talking about how innovative and groundbreaking Doom was on the PC back in the early 90s. This was even the forerunner to Doom, the original Wolfenstein. In Castle Wolfenstein, that was like a secret lair of a mad scientist doing these experiments, creating these superhuman monsters, super soldiers, all gross things with, machine guns attached to the arm and just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And it's your job to get in there and kill everybody. Oh, it's just crazy. So anyway, this is an updated version. Came out when the Xbox, shortly after the original Xbox was released, and it's you're just picking up with a new story as the American soldier B.J. Blazkowski, whatever the hell his name is. You have returned to Castle Wolfenstein because you've got to eradicate these damn Nazis that you thought you'd cleared out before. And so you're back again, first-person shooter, World War II style. You got your Colt 1911. You got your Thompson machine guns. You got the M4s, all that good stuff. And and so you just same thing. You're running around. It's a follow the path, singular path. So, it's not a free roam. It's not an open world. But you follow the path, and it's just like, you go to the next step, the next step, the next step. Killing Nazis, killing Nazi monsters, killing other monsters, because you've got to go explore these archaeological ruins that are outside the castle, all this kind of stuff.
The Nazis are the enemy.
Again, boom, they're gonna be a buck up in the mug. And there it is, there it is, there it is. So yeah, Castle Wolfenstein, Activision, one of the best video game makers in the history of the game, in the history of the video game world. Again, telling you how to use the controllers, all that bullshit. Big old introduction, gives you the whole storyline about the what you're doing, why you're doing it, who you're killing, what the deal is, different weapons. Oh, dang, all kinds of weapons. Look at this shit. So not only, you are in a World War II setting, but this is like you're in also Castle Wolfenstein, where a mad scientist has been doing experiments. So of course you pick up some crazy other more weapons, these like Venom and Tesla and these other crazier big old futuristic sort of like weapons. And that's good, because you're going to be facing some creepy ass, strong ass monsters, different soldiers, the undead, X creatures. Yeah, there's all these things. Gives you a little bit of breakdown on what you're going to be seeing as you're rolling through this Castle Wolfenstein. Whoa! So anyway, there you go. Love me some Castle Wolfenstein. Loved it since the early 90s. Still love it today. Even have the next Castle Wolfenstein on the Xbox 360 that I may bring out and show you guys one day. But until then, original Xbox game part 3 is rolling out. We are done. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. And I'll be back next week with a whole new stack of shit to show you. I can't wait. So let's do it. Woo!